Paul Mosley made the decision in 2005 to make the business a go full-time. For 20 years now, he's cemented his name as one of the transmissions of choice. He supplied many of successful names in the sport. No matter if it's your everyday driver or your hot rod, call on Paul's Transmission for your tranny needs. You can contact Paul's Transmission at 864-592-1129.
Are you looking to deck out your new ride, update Old Faithful, or just show off those sponsors that keep us going? Check out Maddox Designs on Facebook for your decal needs. Whether you're needing a new name number set for your race car or just needing some decals for your business, they will be able to help.
J.J. Brock, that green Camaro on the right, up from South Carolina, 990s on the board. This is Lucas Oil Series Super Gas action, the final round of the American Rebel Light Nationals, and both cars up on the green. Side by side, Ricky way out in front, and he got there first by 2 months. J.J. Brock is a national event champion in Super Gas competition, the first win of his career here in Virginia. 991 with the 3 at 157 miles per hour. Ricky Hall led first by 2 thousandths of a second, but you can see it on the
I'm Dent Johnson, and I knew Patrick Bowen for a long, long time. He and I went to church together when he was about 13 years old, and he didn't have anything to be happy about in life till his dad got Tommy Moon to build him a junior dragster, and he became alive. I've never seen anybody change so much in my life, and I'd see him at church, and he'd be bubbling over about racing. And I loved Patrick, and Patrick loved racing, and most of all, the racers loved Patrick, because Patrick loved all the racers. And Lord, he raced at Carolina, he raced at Greer, he loved racing at Bristol, and he did good. And Tommy Moon didn't build him a full-size dragster. And later on, he sold that, and Dale Maddox built him a dragster. And all of them built them with hand controls so Patrick could drive them. And Patrick loved it. But his daddy, you have to praise his daddy, because his daddy had to pick him up and put him in the dragster, put him in his wheelchair, and everything he had to do, his daddy had to move him. And he was a good young man, a good man. And we love Ricky's daddy because he took care of Patrick all his life, and we thank him for that. Thank you, Lord, for loving Patrick.
Good evening, everybody. The guys from the show asked me if I would say a few words about Patrick Bowen. I find that to be a great honor because Patrick was such a great friend, and he was such an inspiration. He had such passion for our Lord, for his family, for drag racing. for the whole drag racing community. He was such an inspiration, and I had the pleasure and the honor to watch him start racing a junior dragster all the way to his current Maddox dragster, which was a blessing to me. And he was such a great example of the life that we should try to live. And I just hope we can all learn from Patrick's life. And I ask you to keep his family in your prayers and his parents. And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to say a few words about Patrick. I would definitely miss him like everyone else. The text messages and the messages just checking on me and telling me he was praying for me. He will be greatly missed.
We're here to remember Patrick Bowen. If you did not know him, he was one of the most thankful persons you would ever meet. I was glad to be able to know him and for Maddox Race Cars to be able to build him a dragster. After getting to know him, he would text almost every day, and you could set your clock by him. He loved his racing family, and he will be missed by everyone.
I met Patrick about 20 years ago, I'd say. We both ran points at Carolina on a regular basis. That's where we met, and we just kind of gravitated towards one another. We used to park together, and I would help Mr. Ricky with him, and so did my dad. And I mean, they were just awesome people to be around. You know, Patrick didn't care if he won or lost, or he was just where he wanted to be, which that was at the racetrack. That's where he felt comfortable. That's where he felt normal when he was in that car. And you know, he's just an overall great person, as y'all all know. Always smiling, always saying hey, always wanting to talk, just wanting to have a good time and be with the people that he loved. And his racing family was the people that he loved, and we loved him, and we loved Mr. Bowen and Miss Bowen. They're just great people, and we're gonna miss him and miss the times that we had. I know we had great times at Bristol, and we had great times at bracket finals. We had great times at Carolina on a regular basis. It's just always a joy to see him, and couldn't wait to get there to see him and to hang out with him and just race with him. We sure are gonna miss him.
Hey everyone, I know tonight's show is a contribute to Mr. Patrick Bowen, and I was asked just to do a little short video of kind of what he meant to me and everyone else also. He's definitely going to be missed. It was always, you know, the text messages in the morning. Good morning. Hope you have a great day. A lot of times always asking, you know, about my wife and kids. How are we doing? What's going on at the shop? What all are we working on? And that's going to be missed for sure. And along with I know everybody in the race community knew him. Whether it was, you know, you actually knew him personally or just knew of him, you kind of, everybody kind of knows how he was, or, you know, what kind of person he was. I was very fortunate to be able to, you know, be friends with him over the last good many years now. I always knew of him going back to when we started racing junior dragsters. We'd run into him at Ware Shoals Dragway a lot of times. And then, you know, once started racing big cars, you run into him at Carolina Dragway a lot. And then we was very fortunate to be able to build his latest dragster that he has now, or had now. and then that's when we really got to know him and got to know him better. And he's definitely a good one, and is greatly going to be missed greatly. Patrick, we're going to miss you, bud.
Hey, buddy. Hey,
What's
buddy.
going on? How are you?
It's been a rough week, ain't it?
He has. What? You stayed cool over there at the shop?
I tell you what, if it got any hotter, I don't know if I could stand it. It's been tough.
Yeah, I'll say it was. We had a little weather come through just a little bit ago. And I was power flickered a few times. I was like, man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do the show or not, but here we are. So
Oh yeah.
before we go any further, thanks for everybody that did the little videos that really went over. I thought was very, very well done from each one that pitched in on that. Thank you to those, and thanks for Hayden putting it together, and Jana helping out still with the picture or the videos and the final round stuff. So that was pretty cool. And but yeah, we have had for the racing, our racing family community in our area has really got hit pretty hard this week. Obviously with Patrick's passing, and I can't add really any more to what these guys and girls have said about him. I was fortunate enough to, like a lot of the others that, gotten texts every morning and such, like then Kip was saying and Joe was talking about. But yeah, we're I guess really just very blessed to have known him. I wish I had his mentality just in about life. I think we could probably take something out of his book that we could put toward our lives and be better people. But we also lost John Mosley, and our plans are to honor him next week on the show with a couple of videos as well. Him and Paul are all, been a big part of racing for a long, long time. John had raced for a lot of years and, really stepped away as he got older, and just kind of was Paul and Tyler and the family's cheerleader, so to speak. He was always there, but I remember David Leopard's family. He lost his dad, and then his son-in-law Jerry lost his grandpa. Debbie Page over at Hot Rod at HRM Graphics, and her sister passed away, and I was let known, I guess it was yesterday, that Ben Jackson, he had been, raced juniors, raced big cars, and he was a big help, staff wise at the racetrack for a lot of years. His mom passed away, so let's remember them and all these folks. And if there's others, we're not, discounting these folks either, but these are the ones we do know about. But I guess we can get away from this sad stuff and talk about some fun stuff.
There's a lot of races going on this weekend.
I'll say he had Shady Side, Union, Greer, and then you had, which obviously you saw when the videos we added in were JJ Brock went up to VMP, and I guess that's actually his first national win in Super Gas. I think he's been, flirting with it, and he's done well on the divisional side. So that's pretty cool to see that. Terry Wasson goes back down to the Motorplex at Orangeburg and wins again. And then Atwood, he said on the show that Eddie was going to, he was right around the corner. He's going to get back at it. So he was a semifinalist down there that same night. So that's pretty cool to see. But you want to bring Dallas in, help us out?
Bring Dallas in.
Hey, everyone.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's good.
Let's see. I figured when you was shaking Jesse's hand too, that maybe you were trying to get Tom some AC
That's
at the shop. I thought that might have been going on too. So
it's a double-edged sword. I was trying
There
to
you
running for sheriff and getting him some AC.
yeah, we need one more candidate in Spartanburg County right now. We
Now I got-
almost got a dozen. So
You believe I got a chance?
I'd say so. Yeah.
I did see where Michelle had said that she'd vote for me, so
yeah.
I know I got one vote.
Hey, that's all it takes.
That's right. Dallas, do you want to start us with Union's results?
We sure can. Let me see. Let me pull stuff up right here. Yeah, they Union had a points race this past week. And you hate to see the races that get on top of each other, and then because now all the tracks within 100 miles pay decent money, just about, not all of them, but most of them pay decent money on their points races. So it's kind of hard to get people away from that. And you know how points racing is. Once you're kind of dedicated, you're dedicated to it. No matter if you're like down like 10th and below, like I am, something like that. So you're still dedicated. So. But they probably had a good crowd. They normally do. We normally go down there on our weeks off from Greer and go down and race. It's a great group of people that race down there. I wish we could get more Greer cars to go there and then more Union cars to come to Greer, but I don't know. It just doesn't happen that way. But Saturday night, Marshall Smith Jr. won top. I was texting with Damon earlier and just trying to get some information, because Damon actually was in the semis. Ryan Snipes runner up. I think he's in the little S10.
Yep.
But I asked Damon if he had to run his dad at 4 cars, and he said no. They stayed away from each other, but that was Marshall's first win in the dragster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
In the
Yeah.
dragster. So that was
That's
pretty cool. So
Yeah.
modified, you had Kevin Scott. And then really impressive, the runner-up modified, I think it's Joaquin Ortiz.
Yeah, on the motorcycle.
On the motorcycle. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
when I was at Union a few weeks ago, he was down there too running modified. But that's cool. I mean, that's pretty cool to go down there, on the motorcycle and mix it up like that. And
that's a tough group. That's a tough group.
It's a really tough group. Yeah, their no box group is pretty serious down there. I mean, it's pretty good. Then you had Barry Norman, Robert Rayfield, the semis. Sportsman was James Lockhart, who I think's been racing probably since the 50s or 60s, I'd say. Probably when Shady Side ran backwards and was dirt, But no telling how many wins he has. But Jeff Taylor was runner-up, and then semis was Wayne Oxner. I don't know. It's like if you go to Union or Ware Shoals, there's usually Oxner's name somewhere on there, either him or his son. So
I looked at those. Not stopping you there, but that group there. I was looking at those 3 names. I'm like, man, those names.
Oh yeah,
have been at it for I'd love to know the combination of years, racing
on that whole deal there. Yeah, definitely. And the juniors, Matthew Martin. I know he's a Ware Shoals local, but he goes to Union and runs. He did well and won. I know they had some engine troubles earlier in the year, and I think they got all that straightened out. And he seems to be driving pretty well. They put a lot of videos on Facebook, their rounds and stuff, and he's usually pretty solid just about every round. So
Clay does a good job with the junior too. So
yeah. So, but I mean that's about it for down there. I think their deal this week got canceled. So at Union, so hopefully maybe we can pull some of those folks up to Greer and buy them up.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Tom, you want to do your
Greer? It was I wish it would have been a better turnout, but like you said, you had Shady Side, Union, and I think Farmington or something had something going on. So, but in the Trailer Ranch Quick 16, it was Jeremy Hancock over Joe Geary. Two bad boys. Ain't much to say there. They top of the heat. In the bad 16 no box, it was Harold Galt over Steve Wagner. Again, Galt, yeah, I mean, you can't say no more. Wagner, he's about as tough as they come. And the junior dragster, it was Heather Lindsay over Sean Wilson. Sean Wilson, he was looking to win one for his grandpa. Ricky Blackwell, that's his grandson, and he had to run his brother twice over AJ. And but old Hannah, she's hard to beat.
Yeah, she's tough. Yep.
But the big money winner, it was Stevie Sidewinder Dustin over Dale Maddox. I hate to go there, but two blue ovals, it might be my favorite. But good run. Dale turned it red there at the end, and I think they run each other earlier. I think he had, which he's on the show. He'll tell us more about it. But I think he was down to 10 cars or something with another entry or something. But anyway, that's good. Good race there, and we had the Reaction Time Challenge winners was Turtle Brandon and Daryl Childers.
Yeah.
So they got $100 a piece, compliments of Fat Rabbit and Sticks and John Boy's Restoration.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, I'll hit the Shady Side results. They had a points race Saturday on, they call it the pro class, which I guess it'd be foot brake, no box, whatever you want to call it, but it's the pro class. Not a surprise, but Matt Ward picked up the win, and Tater Dotson was runner up. I mean, I know really Tater's kind of stepped aside and let Dalton drive a good little bit, but I guess he's still showing that he still get it done, like always. But Super Pro was Joe Hartzell picked up the win. That door car has always been, he's always tough no matter where he's at. If it's Mooresville, Farmington, well, obviously here at Shadyside, wherever he be, he's always a tough out for sure. Bud Humphreys picked up the runner-up spot there. It's good to see that for sure. The sportsman class, Robert Hamrick picked up the win. So there's some. You're talking about
tough
Lockhart. I'm here's Hamrick, been at it forever. Cody Dickerson was a runner-up, and I believe if I had my notes right, he actually won the week before at Greer. The sportsman class. So that was 2 good weeks there. I believe Hank was saying that, which I don't know, Cody, but him and his buddy come in and raced.
Yeah.
And they actually made it to the finals with each other. But anyway, that's 2 good weeks for Cody there.
Yeah.
TCR, I guess Oakley Humphreys is going to show his dad that he could turn the win light on in the finals.
I think he was in the big dually too.
Really?
I think he was. Yeah, I think I seen on Facebook he was in the dually. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So he picked up the win over Joseph. I ain't gonna butcher that name. I think it's Monteleone. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with that.
That'll work.
The 6.0 index class, Eddie Pauley, it's picked up the win. I mean, Eddie's always been a tough bracket racer over the years, but he's kind of steered more toward the index stuff, and he's very successful at it. So not a surprise to see him do that. David Lester runnered up there, and then your juniors, Jaden Price, which we've had her on the show a few weeks back. She picked up the win, and Hunter Buchanan was runner-up. And I believe Hunter was actually the track champion at Shadyside this past year. So he's picking up, where he left off last year, make it to the finals there. But that's all I had. Jeff saying that Oakley was strolling in that deal.
Yeah. Hey, but going back to I think Matt Ward doubled up. I think he won Friday night also.
Okay.
I think he won both nights. Yep.
That's cool.
And then you go back and you talk about Joe Hartzell, but isn't that Glenn Pruitt's old car?
Yeah, I didn't want to, but yeah.
Tell him what that thing's.
I was say, because I mean, how much that car's won, you know. And what's funny is what Glenn was mid 60s, 70s, and here's Joe 40s, 50s,
mid
540s, 550s, but the car works well, and Joe turns loose well too. So that's pretty cool. But I guess did y'all have any other results or anything you want to, add to those results?
I know I went down the track 4 times Saturday, and Kevin almost gave me a white ticket one time, first round. And I said, I lost. And he said, oh, and he switched them around and gave me the yellow one. I told him he was giving me the white ticket. And I said, no, I lost. And he said, oh, okay, well, here you go. And he gave me the yellow. I got 4 yellow tickets Saturday.
You should have took it.
I couldn't even win a time run.
I got more damn time runs this year under my belt than I do damn rounds.
I feel too, yeah.
Oh, man. But
it's like that sometimes.
We're gonna get it rolling here. We're gonna get it rolling soon.
Yeah. You start to realize like you really enjoy getting your head beat in when you turn off the track and you just smile and laugh. When you turn up by rescue and you lost and you still give them a thumbs up. It's just
So you're past that point of
you're just past the point of being mad. You can't even be angry anymore. So
my family's learning to do the walk of shame when they walk off the track after I go down it.
I know that's what's bad. Like and Jane has been taking these pictures. Like she took pictures Saturday, and it was like the people behind the racers, and she's looking at them, and all my family's like, like, I seen them. I was like, man, I don't even want to drive back to the trailer this week.
It was funny. Jessica was saying on the show last week about catching those moments and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish you could have a camera like on the driver when you go through the finish line and the wind light don't come on. You like to have that.
Know it. That thing better be able to blurt out some words.
Y'all want to bring Stevie on? Let's talk to him.
Let's bring Stevie in.
Because I need to try to learn how to win a few rounds from him. Me and Tom both do. So
he tried to say he wanted me the other week to keep Shane at home, to give him a chance, and he just comes over there like it ain't nothing, just like
it ain't nothing, man.
I got this,
Yeah. Congratulations, man.
And thank you. I appreciate it.
Good job,
you
buddy.
came to our backyard and dominated over the last month. So
Yeah, I like it at Greer. Can't confirm.
Yeah. No, it's a good place. It really is. Good people.
Yeah, great track. I like what they're doing there.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
what kind of day did you have over there? I mean, I know you won, but did you have any breaks? Anything fall on your side of the fence? That's
nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy other than trying to cool down between rounds. Like I just do it, run an entry, come back, fuel it, go back up, and then turn the truck on and turn the AC on high. And then waited to see who was it? I waited to see Bristol go up with her truck and foot brake, and I was like, all right, now I gotta go up and top. But it was a lot of running around, that's for sure.
What are you on gas or alcohol?
Alcohol.
Okay. I figured.
Yeah.
I figured at that point because I was like, because you were carrying 2 in the 5th round. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it was 10 cars left. I had to.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it's the farthest I've gone doubled for a little while. I usually just single enter, and I found out real quick why nobody really doubled because of how quick it was going and how much running around I had to do. But luckily the car held out, and it was moving actually quite a bit between the first and second entry. But luckily, after a couple of rounds, I figured out how much it was going to move, what was going to go in the first versus the second, and dialing accordingly. But it all worked out.
I'll tell you, one thing I like, Stevie, is I like watching you. I'll be honest with you, because you're a real aggressive driver, and like I like that. But like it'll be 100, 150 foot, and I'll see you like turn all the way around in that thing, to look back. You'll be.
Yeah.
I watched you like at the points race a few weeks ago. You're running like a 450 or 460 car, and you're like 100 foot back, and I mean you're like turned around. Just looking out the back glass at them, not the side glass, the back glass.
I tried to give it a courtesy 330 before I try to look, but it has not been. I haven't made it to a 330 in a couple laps, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
There was a video from Shady Side, I think Will Dotson took, and I 100% kicked before 330. I'm like, what am I doing?
I love it. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I like it.
Oh no, yeah, and then like everybody I run there, I didn't chase a single time. Like the first race I chased in the final, that was it. I didn't chase a single time on last Saturday, and I actually like it better that way. And then like Friday night, I chased that Shady Side and I gave it back. Yeah. So like there's a lot of fast dragsters at Greer. It's hard to can't really do much when going 650s against them. That's for sure.
Yeah, you got it figured out though. Yeah, you got it figured out. So.
Yeah, I definitely had a couple lucky laps though. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what it takes.
Absolutely. Like I was so hot and like just between rounds and hot lapping where I started missing it, and I usually don't miss it. Like the run I lost was against who was it? Dale Maddox. I had in the final. I lost to him at the second entry at 10. And I missed. I was 30 and way above. Like I didn't know what I was doing. So luckily, I lost one there. Parker Dotson came over to see if everything was okay. If I need anything, I was like, dude, I need food. I haven't had time to eat all day. Go get me a sandwich. And luckily, he did. And I had to buy it. I got to eat between rounds, but it all worked out.
I got you.
So that round there that you said you missed it, was that on your first entry or second entry?
Second entry. I had Kevin Brandon on the first one.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And I just had it up. I was 11, one above, and he was 7, and I think fourth out undertaking 19.
Yeah.
Which I did a little something down there on him, but it was a good run. I don't think I've ever even ran KB, so I didn't really know what to expect. So I'm sure he'll get me next time though.
But so when you're 30 or so on that second entry, in your head, how do you come back the next round and get that 30 out of your head?
I don't like changing the box a lot.
Yeah.
Like I set the box at whatever I had it at, and I was 5 first in the morning. I was like, all right, that's my benchmark. I'm not going below that no matter what. But as the day went on and I started getting more tired and, all sweaty and hot, I started rolling a couple out. And then, like, in the later rounds, I was like, all right, I got to get back to my benchmark in case I clip it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I did what I never do. I put a bump down in it. I put 3 in the bump, and I think I bumped it every round after I put the bump in it.
Yeah. Just flirting with it. Just, asking
not even
it
really
to be
flirting.
read,
I was just missing it. Yeah, I could have had 5 in there and been like, all right still. I just, it's just one of those days where I had to change something because I knew if I kept doing the same thing, it wasn't going to keep working out.
Yeah.
And
well, that's good.
I finally rolled it out on the buy at 3. And I think I took 10 out from original, like where I was originally, and was 3. And the final, I put it all back in. I was like, there's no way I'm going red.
Yeah, that was cool to see.
So on your on the show the other week, have you been to any more racetracks between then and now?
Yeah, I crossed 2 off the list between Greer. The points racing now. I had a work trip West Coast, and I crossed off. I think it was 2 Sundays ago was Bakersfield,
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
cool.
California.
Yeah.
And I got there right before sunset, and they had a nostalgia race, so I just pulled right in the gate, and they done chased me down on a golf cart, and I talked them into giving me a tour.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
So he rode me around there. It's a beautiful track, and then like they have the grove next to the track where they plant trees for
Yeah.
racers and like a memorial thing. And it was so cool walking down there and seeing the names
Yeah.
and like like recognizing a couple from back in the day, reading
Yeah.
magazines and all. And
Right.
then there was one in the middle of nowhere, like southeastern Oregon, where the closest gas station other than that town was like 150 miles.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot what it was called. It was next to an airport and it was closed down, but it seemed like it was pretty cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Bakersfield's where they run a lot of those, like
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
had them. They've had the March meet out there since the
Yeah.
'60s, and
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a huge deal out there. And they actually have a nostalgia point series, which I seen a bunch of rigs going the other way when I was going towards it.
yeah,
And that turns out it was just a nostalgia points race, which you never really expect from something over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they really love it out there. It's actually beautiful out there. I kind of like California. I got a round of golf in, and went to Lake Tahoe for a day.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty nice out there. I just wish the
Cool.
racing would work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wish there was a reason to go over there for something someday.
yeah.
So, you went to Shady Side Friday night, didn't you?
Yeah,
Did you make the finals?
I got down to 3.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
down to 3, and it was a yellow or purple Mopar. I think he was off like 680s. He parked right behind the water box.
I'm trying to think.
I'm
who
sure
that
he
was.
races there every week. Is it
Or was it
Butch or something?
Bruce Bickerton?
Bruce.
Oh, big.
I think it was
yeah.
Yeah, I
Bruce.
think that's who it is. Yeah.
And I heard he laid down, I think, like 8-pack on Parker or Will, one of those two, like the round before. I was like, all right. I probably have the slip here.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's
There's
ready.
the
Yeah.
yellow one. I like the yellow slips down here. He is 3 dead 6, take 9. I am 7 and 9 thou behind. So he gave me 2 thou to get in on
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
3 cars. So
That's,
and
yeah,
then,
that's tough. That's tough.
yeah, for sure. I like Shady Side. I like that you have to look like you have to turn your head to see the tree even off the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember off the foot it was worse because
Yeah.
the top balls are so close they took the blinders off of them.
Yeah.
And off the bottom, I remember last year when I was bottom off in there, it was unlike anything I've ever been to.
Yeah. Shady Side's like one of those okay, I need to roll 15 in because I'm like on top of it, you know?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. And no blinders anywhere down here. I hated that off the bottom.
Yeah.
Trees sitting in your lap whenever you let
Yeah,
it go by.
it's like hitting the tree, like a practice tree in the closet. Like
Yeah.
it is dark. You ain't missing it.
So your plans for this week? I know before the show you said you had a choice between Maple Grove and Greer this week, right?
And VMP turns out.
Oh yeah, and
My parents go Maple Grove. I'm from Maryland. Thought about going there, and then VMP had a race. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Then I got in a raffle from Maple Grove, didn't win. So I was like, oh, man. Somehow I found out Greer has a points race, so I guess I'll go there.
there you go.
And
Good.
then go to Bristol Sunday to get ready for a World Foot Brake Challenge.
Cool.
And try to win a Wally.
That'll be awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
right,
love
'cause
it up there.
The DER series is this weekend, yeah. Because I remember Cody Spears was telling me Saturday that they were going to run Greer's points race and leave and head up
Go
to
up
race Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I plan on staying up there. I'll probably come back, work a couple days, and go back for the foot brake race.
That's cool. Tom, what you got for him?
Oh man, I like that cheap heat, man. And, I like that car, and you doing good.
Love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bristol's making a new cheap heap logo for one side of it, so it's not good. She was there between rounds trying to see what to do for it. But I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, man, we appreciate you being on with us, and
Yeah, no problem at all.
congratulations again. And like I said, I know one little old man that he loves seeing them Fords win, and he loved that. Which I hate to say it, he's a Dalmatics man, but
It was all Ford final. That's all
he
that
loved
matters.
it. He loved it. He loved it.
That's right.
I have one question. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, since you're talking about points later, if we have time, I was going to see, do I have a chance in the points at Greer? I don't
The way
think
you
I
driving,
do.
you probably do.
Yeah.
Maybe, how many races are even left? I don't even know if
I think
have
there's
time.
there's four this week and 3.
Oh, okay. All right, that's plenty of time.
But you know what? The main thing is I don't know that they're bracket finals, and I mean, like I said, you could get into points. If you don't win them, you could at least go to the bracket finals. Greer's a good group of guys. They've won that bracket finals thing numerous times, and
y'all used to go all the way to MIR.
Yeah, years back. Yeah.
Years back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and this one's at Galot. This
All right.
bracket final.
Yeah.
So.
But Greer's a great track to go with.
For sure.
They really take care of you.
That's good. I like to hear that. That reminds me of home.
They take care of you on entry fees, and and then at the end of the year, our whole points banquet is a big deal, and there's a lot of stuff to take care of at that. It's a good. They help you out with some fuel money also to go to the bracket finals. There's a lot that the other tracks, and not talking about the other tracks, but there's a lot that other tracks don't do that Greer does.
Yeah, I like to hear that. I really like going to Greer. I plan on supporting them as long as I'm here.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep, nice talking to y'all.
See you over Saturday.
We'll see you Saturday.
See y'all.
All right, man.
Take care, buddy.
Well, you want to bring Mr. Hancock in?
Mr. Hancock.
What's
hey, buddy.
up, fellas?
How you doing,
How y'all
sir?
doing? Man, just hanging out. About to get a bad thunderstorm through here, but we'll try to make it through it. If you lose me, that's what the problem is.
I had to change my hat from the beginning of the show because I saw your get up you had on, so I had to take care of that real fast.
You see me backstage. I said he ain't got the hat on. He started with it now.
I had to go change. Yeah.
I've got an extra red one if you need it.
No, I'm good. And I've even told Austin, I've given Austin a picture of you, and he can no longer talk to you anymore.
Yeah, I got Rusty Boy to say "Go Dogs" or ask him if he liked Bulldogs, and he said, "Yeah." I was like, "My man."
See, anytime you see
he's
him,
my buddy now.
Yeah. Talk to us about the day, Jeremy.
Oh man, it was just a good day for us. Blessed to do it. I'm driving Marty Williams Corvette, and for Jimmy and Miss Meta to let me take it and race it and stuff like that, I'm just blessed to do it in his honor. And I was glad to do it for their family more than just winning for myself. Jimmy told me when I took it, he wanted to see it in the winner's circle. So that's the second time I drove it, and we put it in there, and just glad I was able to do it.
Oh,
it was a good day, though. We had a good day.
It looked good Saturday. Like real consistent stuff.
Yeah, it was real consistent. It was. It's driving good, and it was just fun. It's always fun at Greer. I hated they didn't have a turn, but
you hated what?
It was still a good race. I said I hate they didn't have the turnout that they needed.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. Oh.
But with all the other crap going on, I can see why.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, Jeremy, you've driven lots of race cars. You probably only have a clue how many race cars you've driven. Is there one that in your head was your favorite to drive?
The favorite to drive, I actually traded a Race Tech dragster for. It was a 2015 Camaro. a Top Sportsman car, and man, that thing was nice, and it just felt like it would go to anything. I went the first time I took it to Greer actually, and went 456, and it scared me to death. But after that, it was just I had never been that fast in a door car, so I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how these pro mod guys do it. I wouldn't want to go much faster than that. But a few runs I settled in on it. It was really fun to drive.
Yeah, that's cool. And because I mean, you've been fast in dragsters. You know, the Top Dragster deal. You know, you did really well in it. And are you still driving that car some too? The blown car or no?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Greg Hartman's dragster. Top dragster, so it's pretty stout. We've had that combination a couple years, and just getting it figured out good. Last year was a big learning year for us, and I think we finally got a little handle on it.
Yeah. And,
but that thing's fun too. It gets on down the track.
Yeah. That's cool.
Going back to that Camaro, didn't you do well at a national in it in Top Sportsman?
Man, I only raced it just a handful of times. I think I semi'd the first time I drove it, and I didn't race it enough after that to really do anything.
Okay.
But it would have been perfect for Commerce was closing. I probably would have kept that thing and tried to do more Top Sportsman. But at the time, you know, it was still live, active, and running strong.
I got you. Yeah, I remember when you brought it to Greer that week. So, I was listening to the pairings of over there Saturday before first round started in the Quick 16, and I was listening to the door cars and the dragsters pairing, and I was like, man, they're really good matchups. Like and it wasn't just dragster, you know, like good on the dragster side or good on the door car side. It was good both sides, door car and dragster, which was fun to watch. But I mean, for you to go through that field like you did, and you kind of touched on it already, but what does that mean to you? Like knowing the group of guys and girls, because Missy was in the mix there, but what does that mean to you to roll through that and win it?
Man, it's awesome. You always go, you want to win. And me and my dad got a saying, you win some, you lose a lot. But anytime you turn that final win light on, it's just a feeling that unless you've experienced, nobody knows how that feels until you experience it. So it's always a good feeling. And anytime you win at Greer Dragway, you've done something. And I'll tell that to anybody, NHRA racing or whatever. That's just a tough group of people that race there. And to point, I run the Camaro too, which probably nobody knows because I went out first and second round in it. So that shows you how tough that place is.
Right.
And I was just glad to win. So it's always fun to do it, and to do it in their car, it meant more, I guess, than anything.
Yeah.
To do it for Mr. Marty.
Yeah, because you and Dale ran first round, and then y'all run again in the Camaro. Because I really didn't think about it, and Adam's announcing, and he's like, these two just met like just a second ago, you know, and it's like, man, you know, I mean, it was neat, you know, obviously just, you know, you being two separate cars, but yeah, I thought that was cool for, like I said, for Marty and Jimmy and, you know, his family. That was neat. But Tom, you got anything?
No, other than like I said, that was an elite bunch that you walked through in that 16 quick 16, and that what was the I think Dale was on the door car side 506 or something.
I think so.
Bump on the dragster, you know.
I think it was Wallace at 34.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
It was Wallace at 34, I think. Yeah. So,
which that's pretty.
Yeah, them things are getting down.
Yeah.
Pretty good as hot as it was too,
Yeah.
So
I think that might have been the fastest dragster bump that they, we've had at Greer. I think it was 40 before or something like that. So, especially in the heat too, that's pretty good. So, I mean, I watched KB go like what, 26 or something like that, or
yeah, because I think
Now it's getting down one carburetor.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because I was thinking because Missy went like 25, maybe. She was a number quicker, and I was like,
yeah,
man,
he might have went 27 and she went 26.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, that's pretty quick. We ain't even in good air.
Yeah.
I mean, so but
Jeremy, did you ever think that? I mean, because I remember back in the late, 2008, 2009. Y'all would come up to Greer, and everybody, the fast stuff then was like 470 or 480 or so. Did you ever think that local bracket racing would get to where you were, you would have so many? I mean, even if you don't have a quick 16, you still have probably 6 or 8 cars that can go faster than 450. Did you ever think that you'd see that local bracket racing?
Heck no. I'm getting old, so I remember when there was a 4-second club and they had jackets. I mean, it was a big deal for a dragster to go $4.99.
Yeah. I remember when Scott Duggins
old buddy
ran his first 4 at Greer.
Thousands trying to run 4, and I never did. He just wanted one of them jackets. But yeah, I never would have thought it's got out of hand. But it's so easy to do now because all the carburetors and technology in the heads and tires. Torque converters. It's 1-800. Everybody buys the same thing. So there's a good combination with any manufacturer you go with, and everything it flies now. And to run fast back then cost you 3 times as much, to run fast as it does now. Relatively, yes. When you compare apples to apples, but yeah, I like it though.
Yeah,
as long as we can afford to do it, we'll keep doing it.
Right.
Yeah, that's all right, man. Well, what's your plans this week?
Actually, we're leaving for the beach Sunday, so we're gonna head to Brainerd Motorsports Park to. They got an all-door car race.
Cool. Well, good deal.
We'll go up there and try to run this S10 and see what it does.
Well, good luck to you, man. Y'all do good, and we'll see you when you head back to Greer.
Yeah, boys, it won't be long. I appreciate y'all having me, and just wanted to say my condolences to Patrick Bowen's family. I met Patrick back when he was the junior dragster days. He come to Commerce, and he was just a good guy. And like everybody said in those videos, he lived his life the way he wanted, and he was just a great person. Always told you he loved you and he appreciated you. And me and my dad was talking the other day, the definition of a good father is Patrick's dad. And I've known that from a young age, just how well he took care of him and how much he appreciated him and loved him. So anyways, I just wanted to say that about Patrick, and we'll miss him. And also my heart goes out to Paul and them for Pops passing away. So but thank y'all for having me, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think Cooper didn't believe me over Saturday when we was talking about it. He's like, "What kind of show?" And I'm like, I pointed to the sign over there on the on the fence. He was like, he kind of looked. He's like, I guess he realized I was for real then. And I was like, he goes, "Well, my dad won't come on there." I said, "I bet he will. Hold on." He goes, "Don't call him." And I was like, and then you call me right back, and I'm like, so. But we're talk a little bit about.
Yeah, that boy thinks he knows everything.
Talk before you get off here. Talk a little bit about you. And I know this personally, but your dad has raced for years, been successful, still is, still a tough hombre in another lane. And he, like I said, he still races, but you can tell the efforts put into y'all, to you and Cooper. I mean, and Ashley drove. She's not slouched herself over another lane, and I know it's a lot on you and Cooper now, and Cooper's been successful in his career. I mean, did he not win the ECF the year they went to Charlotte, I believe?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and I know that's just, and Dallas can, and Tom too. But I mean, we're proud of our kids and what they do and the success they have. And which, I mean, you 22, you won the world championship. I mean, that was cool. And I if I'm not mistaken, I don't know what year it was, but didn't you go out to Pomona and run for like the ET bracket thing? I know I don't want to bring up. I don't want to put salt in the wounds because I know that was a rough ride home. But, yeah,
that was a $0 ride home. It was an awesome experience, though. But yeah, that was it was 5,000 to win, nothing runner up, no talk about a split or anything. It was just get in the car and go type deal. They was pushing us for time, so it was like, hurry up, get in your cars, go. So we never even got a chance to talk about any of that. So yeah, that was $5,000 his way, and me riding home saying I'm going to go back. I want to go back, and I want that last win right there.
But I mean, to say all that, I just, y'all are on the big money scene, the big money bracket scene. You've been successful. I mean, at a young age, and like you said, we're getting older now. You still get after it. But what is it like? What is your dad? I guess, and other folks you want to thank. What does that mean for your dad to be in y'all's corner? And what's the plan for Cooper? I heard a little bit about that Saturday, but talk to us a little bit about that before you go.
Well, to talk about my dad, he stepped aside and pretty well just put all his effort into me. We didn't have a lot of money to run two cars, and we didn't really, if we broke stuff, we couldn't really fix it. So it took both of us doing everything we had to get one going. But for him to step out, my dad's an excellent racer, and I wish he could have had the opportunities that I have now.
Right.
And I want to do that for Cooper, give him opportunities and stuff. But my old man, he's no slouch, and I'm grateful for him.
He's got up on me before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got up on me many a time. Ain't no doubt. Yeah, I'm just grateful for everything that he's done for me. And me and him's best friends. We live right next door to each other. We eat lunch together every day. We bump heads every now and again, but we love each other. And I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. If something happened to him tomorrow, I don't know that I would continue to, without me and Cooper doing it, that I would even continue to drive. But for Cooper, he's coming along, and so he's coming along. He got to make a lick in something the other day somewhere. So
I got you.
Yeah. So it was good. We had a good time, and we're gonna do it again soon. So
is the plan for the truck? Is that what the plan is?
Yeah. He did drive the truck the other day.
I got you.
So yeah, we're gonna start him off slow, and he did really good though, man. I'm proud of him. I was a nervous wreck, but he did awesome.
Right. I got you.
So yeah, we're gonna continue to do it.
Anybody else you want to thank before we let you go, Jeremy?
Oh yeah, got to thank Jimmy and Meta and Trailer Ranch for everything they do for us. Thank my dad for all his sacrifices for our racing, and Mickey Thompson Tires. Sid Neal does our transmissions. He's awesome with us. FTI helps us out. Mr. Greg Hartman and BP Racing Fuels and Maddox Race Cars, because I mean there's been times I've had to call them during the week and go up there, and they always squeeze us in and get little things fixed. And I appreciate them boys too. Just everybody that makes it possible. My family, my wife, my boy Cooper, just everybody.
I got you. Well, we appreciate you, like Dallas and Tom said. We'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being on here
Yes,
with us.
sir. Well, I
buddy.
thank y'all.
Yes,
Congratulations,
Yes,
Jeremy.
sir. Y'all have a
See you,
good
buddy.
evening.
Good luck, Jeremy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was good, guys.
Yeah.
Those are good. I know we kind of had thoughts of talking about the points a little bit, but if you just want to, like I said, we got 4 left, right? Dallas, Tom.
I think so. Yeah, I think it is 4. Yeah.
And if we want to hit, we can do it real quick, I guess, if we wanted to.
All right, run through it.
Sorry, Tom.
No, we good.
Look at her, Shane.
that.
I mean, man's missed the last 2 points races and still leading.
Still leading. Well, you got a log jam there.
Yeah. Whew,
Second
man.
through 4.
Man, that's pretty tight right there.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Yeah,
that's
all the way through
around.
5th is extremely tight. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you got 2 rounds separate first through 5th. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, you might as well call it, 3 rounds through 6. I don't know, Tom. There might be hope after all. I might
I'm
do
telling
something.
you, Red's going back, and I'm telling you what, I think you're gonna get rolling here, and I think we're gonna revive what we had rolling last year. We're gonna get at it.
That's what I need. I need to finish strong. You know, that's kind of, you know, it seems like I always start strong, and then I just about halfway through, it's like the dud. You know, it's just, whoo, you know. So I need to try to finish strong this year. But seriously though, I mean, that's pretty tight right there through. I mean, even if you go all the way back, let's say you go back to, to like 15th, Tom, where you are.
Oh yeah.
That's really a race, basically.
If you have that one race is all you need. You know,
put you right back in the.
Yeah,
thick of
I mean,
it.
you can even go back further than that. You just need that one race. So, but you know, I don't know why Shane missed those 2 point races, but we're all thankful that he did. I guess one way to look at it. So,
Right.
you know, he'll probably be there this week though. Something tells me he'll be there this week. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, we're still basically halfway through. Still got 4 left. I mean, there's a lot of racing to do, but yeah, that's shaping up pretty cool. Yeah. So
let's look at the foot brake.
Look at there. Feel.
Yeah. I mean, you're 2 rounds there through 3rd, you know, and then you go into, you know, 5 rounds to get to 4th.
Yeah, a little bit of a drop
to
off.
lead. So it's a little bit of a drop off there, but
really,
I mean, if you know, I mean, any of those guys that are, you know, your top 15 could still get there. They would just need that one race. I mean, foot brake's showing where it's like, you know, on average, you're 40 to 45 points a race. On average. So, I mean, you could definitely get there with that. But I mean, you look at the top 3. Phil was the track champion last year, correct?
Yeah.
And then you got Brent, who races like 2 or 3 times a week. You know, every weekend. I know he don't race that, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, but I mean, he races all the time. Like, you know, and you don't know what he's going to win in. And then you got Harold, who's been winning, you know, as long as James Lockhart has, and Robert Hamrick. So,
and it seems like, I mean, yeah, he's getting older, but like, it's almost like he's gotten the last 2 years, he's really been hot. Like, I mean, maybe longer than that, but it's feel like we've been doing this show for 2 years, or, you know, 2 seasons now. And it's like we've had a lot of talk about with him. But
Definitely. Yeah,
look at,
definitely.
like, and what's cool to me is from 4th down to 10th, that's one round. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you kind of break that group apart from that top group, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, the foot brake crowd at Greer is there's a lot of them that have gotten pretty dedicated. I know right there on the hill across from you guys, Rusty,
Kennedy,
with David Mount and Ken Kennedy,
Yeah.
and the other gentleman, I'm trying to think what his name, Michael Hart. I think they're from Asheville.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
man,
they're there every week.
They don't miss, man. They don't miss.
They're there, they're there every week, and that's cool. That they come down and race every week, no matter what. So
yeah, they're dedicated for sure.
All right, what you got next?
Do you think the Sportsman? I mean, I'm looking there. You got some cars there, but do you think the Sportsman is a lot of them guys running Sportsman and foot brake? You think it is making the foot brake harder because you got cars that I mean, they're 2 races in one day. You out there, you getting more laps in repetition. You got cars like Phil, Brett Hyatt. Well, Harold Hill runs Sportsman some, but then you got Cody's a Sportsman. Parker, that was wheel driving in the Sportsman.
Yeah. But yeah, you got Michael Baker on down a little ways. But yeah, I think these guys are already talented. I just think that y'all know it. I mean, more laps. I mean, more seat times only gonna make you better. So so yeah, I think to answer your question, that's probably the case. But
let's look at the junior dragsters here.
Oh, look at there, 500-foot Bo leading.
790 index.
Yeah. No, that's Bo is a extremely good racer, though. And I know he's leading the points or whatnot, but I mean, he's just if you watch Bo really don't ever miss it. Bo's going to be probably better than 30 normally, and if he's red, he's going to be usually like 00 red. So I mean, he's just a good one. And then I mean, Rusty, your daughter Kaylin, what she's done this year, is pretty amazing. Just to go out there in a new car and go rounds right off the bat. I mean, because those first 2 points races, what'd she do? She won. Did she win one of them?
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah, we won the first one, and we runnered up. We runnered up to Hannah the first one, and won the second one.
Second one. So that's not reflective right there. But if you look at the season she's had, she's definitely done well so far. So
yeah. I mean, I've told her, and I don't like on this show. I don't. Not that I'm not proud of her. I just don't want to, be that guy. But I've told her. I said, man, what you've done so far this year. I mean, you can't be if you don't do anything else the rest of the year, which we hope that's not the case. But
yeah,
you've had a great season, and that's a new combination, new car to her. I mean, it's obviously, and that's a big, huge thanks to Steve Canfield. I mean, he left me in a good spot for sure. But anyways, go ahead. That's all.
So, oh man. So hopefully we can get it in Saturday. Gates open at 2. Time trials at 2:30. Oh, there we go. We forgot the Sportsman, didn't we?
And don't forget the 864 car list cars tomorrow night. Ain't just told me 864 list cars tomorrow night.
Hopefully the weather
Yeah.
holds out.
So like, look right, in our sportsmen, Cody, Ronnie, Brandon up front, Michael Baker, Dennis Galt, but then number 6, Caleb. Caleb was our TCR champion last year.
Yeah.
I think it was his first. I don't know if it was his first year last year or not, but he's 6 in sportsman.
Right.
There's nothing that ain't nothing to be ashamed about at all. That's pretty good.
No, not with the group he's racing
No,
with, for sure. Yeah.
No.
Yep, I agree. But that's, you're sitting there. Cody's going to do his thing, and Ronnie looks like he's missed a race there, the second one.
The second one, yeah.
But him and Michael both, and to me, Brandon's really, and I know all that's him kind of, racing with Harold and stuff. I know Harold probably helps a lot, but you still got to be able to do the job in the car. He can't drive it for him. But I think his racing continues to grow. From last year to this year, I feel like he's gotten better.
Yeah, definitely.
And he did well last year. Dennis Galt's another one. He's just always there. He's always just consistent. So
we'll lead his motorcycles and
there, Mr. No Box leading the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Dallas.
They're all tight, though. They're all tight, and we sure would like to see some more motorcycles definitely come over there and mix it up. It's like I tell people, you don't have to beat everybody at the racetrack, but you like to see a good amount of people come to the racetrack.
Oh, yeah.
So that way that class will keep going year after year. So,
and that going back to the seat time, which that's with him over there at Union, that's more seat time for Ortiz. It's not Jamie and Andrew both are really good riders as well. Billy, appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, I think them guys. There's Joaquin, but yeah, that's
there he is.
Seat time.
Sure did.
Yeah, buddy. And I think that helps coming. And I think he's over on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
As well. Jamie was over there last Thursday. Me and Austin went over and watched. And I know Andrew works and such as that. But I know he comes over some. But they just keep honing their deal.
Got to go down the racetrack.
And going back to the juniors, we kind of stopped there, but there's a ton of racing left. Still. It might look one way. It don't take much, to make it. And I wish TCR could grow. That's your future. Hopefully,
my sister's kid. I think she's gonna start running in that. I'd like to get somebody involved because I'd like to get in there and go live and.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Just have some fun with it. If we could get more people involved in that, I believe I could get in the middle of that and do something to spice it up a little bit.
I just wish Mike Greer would bring back the slowpoke races.
Oh man, what are you talking about? Yeah, we used to have a good time with slowpoke races.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That's my vote. But yeah, I think that's a good. We talked a good bit about the points there. That's and there's a lot of racing left. You got race number 6 coming up this Saturday. Good luck to everybody. Like Dallas said, 2:00. Open the gates at 2. Going hot at 2:30, I think is what it said on
Yeah.
I will say this about the points. We talk about that just one race. Well, that one race is now. You need to do it now.
You can do it now. Yeah.
You don't do it. You don't need, you
Yeah.
get 1 or 2 more races under your belt.
Yeah.
I say it's going to start. Somebody's going to start getting out there on them.
Yeah, you definitely got to get that one race now, but then about 2 races from now, you got to get another race.
Yeah, you can't.
That's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the way it goes. So, but
I'm not sure who else is racing. I know Dallas said that Union has called their race off.
Yeah.
I think just where Shoals races.
Where Shoals has a flashlight frenzy, I think.
Yeah, Carolina races and Bristol, but Farmington and Mooresville. I don't. Farmington does race again. Yeah, they do have a points race again too.
Okay.
So,
well, hopefully, whoever these folks that are tuning in, good luck to y'all for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody, and good luck to everybody that's at Greer this week. Again, like y'all said, this is the time to do it here.
Yeah.
Dallas, appreciate you sitting in with us.
Thank y'all for having me, and always enjoy it. And we'll see everyone Saturday.
Tom, what is that? Just a mic and opportunity.
Mic and opportunity. That's all we need. That's all we need.
All right, y'all. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Take care, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Hey, you take us out. Mic and opportunity.
That's right. That's all we need.
Yes, sir.
Looking to take your business to the next level? You need more than just attention. You need results. Hayden's Advertisements creates ads that get people to notice and remember. From commercials to product ads and campaigns that make an impact. Hayden's Advertisements delivers high-quality advertising for any business. Focused on clear, creative, and effective ads. Hayden's Advertisements helps businesses stand out and get noticed. Hayden's Advertisements. Ads that work. Results you'll see. Get started today.
Palmetto Automotive Service Center is your trusted, locally owned auto repair shop in Piedmont, South Carolina. The shop is known for honest work, dependable service, and a commitment to getting the job done right the first time. Whether you need an oil change, brake service, diagnostics, or engine repair, you'll get quality work at a fair price. No upselling, no shortcuts, just reliable repairs from a shop that cares about your safety and satisfaction. If you're looking for a shop you can trust, give Palmetto Automotive Service Center a call at 864-421-7739 or stop by today. Proudly serving Piedmont and the surrounding areas with small town service and big time experience.